Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to the channel. This is Damsel in Distress Tarot. This is going to be your weekly shadow work. We're going to see what is hidden that we need to know, that we might need to address, make some changes, or work on. So we're going to start with the shadow side, the side that we keep hidden, the side that we don't want other people to see. What do we need to know? All right, the Nine of Coins. So you're in a lack mentality currently, and maybe you are hiding that from other people, that you don't want them to know quite how bad things actually are financially for you. So this is telling us that we might need some assistance, and I'm also picking up that you feel like this is a continuous cycle, that it just keeps going on and on. So we have to come up with some sort of idea to break this cycle. All right, Knight of Serpents, also dealing with finances. So you feel like you missed an opportunity. Maybe you turned down a job that you thought would have paid better, or some sort of opportunity that you thought it just isn't going to happen. Shifting your perspective and nurturing the things that you want to grow are going to be helpful for you to change that mentality. All right, again, we feel like lack of creativity, like we aren't able to manifest the things that we want. I'm going to be manifesting for the collective. This is the manifestation bowl. There is a poll listed, and so come Friday, I'm going to pick what's the highest rated on there, and that's what's going in the bowl to manifest. So please vote, especially if you want to vote on things like manifesting wealth. That is one of the options on there. So anyways, this is a card telling us that we feel like we have no inspiration, or there's no spark of creativity coming to us. So we need to get back some sort of zest for life so that that can change in our favor. King of Wands, he's a natural born leader. So are you feeling like you aren't the leader that you want to be? You can change that. This is an indication that we need to follow our passions, that we really do need to chase down our dreams, and we need to go after the things that are important to us and the things that we really want. And then we will get our celebration. Currently, I feel like you're really down in the dumps. You might be feeling a little defeated, a little depressed, and that you're unsure of how you get to this point of celebration. Maybe you're watching everybody else be successful around you, and it's like, when is it my turn? You have to put in the hard work to earn it first. The Hierophant. You also might be struggling with some sort of ending in a long-term commitment. This is typically seen as marriage, but when it's in the shadow side, it's like we're ignoring spirits speaking to us, and we're ignoring our intuition. We're ignoring the nudges or the signs, the symbols, the things that they show us. In order to get back on track, we have to start listening to our intuition. This is also needing to tap into source energy and listening to the divine's guidance, advice, and direction so that we can get back on track of what we need to do. You might need to connect to your spiritual practices or your religious beliefs as well at this time. And again, it could be an ending of a long-term commitment or a marriage, and we have the Death card. So definitely looks like something needs to end in a long-term commitment, whether it's marriage, whether you've just been with this person for a long time. This is a cycle, and you're trying to close it out because it's not working. So coming to an end, this needs to stick. It needs to be final so that you can transform the energy. All right, it's time to take a look in the cosmic mirror and see things for what they are. Face your fears, face the truth, face reality, and make sure that you start to make adjustments on things that aren't actually working for you. So the mirror tells us we have to face our own fears, and we have to face our reflection. I definitely think there's an ending to some sort of commitment or relationship coming, that this is something that's unavoidable. You've tried everything, you've exhausted all the options, that things just aren't going the way that they need to, and that this needs to finally end. All right, so the Eight of Coins. So we've got to put in the hard work, and if nobody's willing to put in the hard work, we're not going to be successful going forward. Focus on what you can handle, focus on what you can change. There is some sort of judgment coming. Again, it could be going through courts, contracts, legal issues, but this is about karma and fate and destiny stepping in and saying, no, enough is enough. It's time to transform the energy, and this is a phoenix. So as it's burned, it basically transforms out of the ash into something that's more beautiful. So you could be going through a big transformation. You're also juggling a lot, whether it's finances, a relationship, or just really contemplating something that you're unsure of the outcome. You need to make a choice. The choice isn't going to be easy. You're going to have to face your fears. You're going to have to unblindfold yourself and really see things for what they are, the reality, not looking through rose-colored glasses, and you have to pick a path that works best for you. But that can be difficult, especially if there's things that you don't know about. That's why we do the shadow work, to bring them to the surface so we can see what it is we need to release. All right, Page of Swords. So somebody could be spying on you. There could be some deceit or some manipulation going on behind the scenes that you're unaware of. Someone could be watching you through things like social media, but this is telling us that we don't want to keep looking over our shoulder, that we finally need to make a decision so that the truth comes out. All right, again, future planning. You're really stuck and stagnant. There hasn't been any progress. It's because you haven't made the decision. There also needs to be balance in your life, and that is also something that hasn't quite changed yet. So you're burnout and exhausted. This is telling us it's time to take a break from the situation, take some time out for you to rest, meditate, clear your energy, and then things start to transform. Let's see what we have from our light side. All right, how do we reconcile all of this? How do we find the balance? And what do we need to know? All right, Six of Coins. Some money improvements are starting to come through, especially if you've been in a lack. But I feel like you have to really do the hard work to get there. Could be up for some sort of raise or promotion, some unexpected money coming to you. But this is definitely something that will help you go forward. It might be something that you've been manifesting. Again, we're going to manifest some things for our collective, the subscribers. So subscribe and you'll be included in that. All right, we have all the tools at our disposal. This is Aries energy. It's a fresh start, a new beginning. And if you can think it or dream it up, you can figure out a way to make it a reality. All the great inventors or creators of the world, the idea had to come from somewhere. So don't lose hope that you're able to actually create some things that you want out of life. All right, Page of Wands. Some changes could come in quickly. I think once you shift your perspective, that really starts to change. He's also somebody who's very flighty, very in and out of your life. And I feel like that's part of this connection that you don't want. You want stability. You're not looking for somebody who's a fling, for somebody who is in and out of your life. You need consistency. So this might not work for you. Queen of Serpents. So this is the Queen of Coins or Queen of Pentacles, and she's somebody who knows what she brings to the table. She's a natural healer. She's great at manifesting. She's good with money. She's somebody who's very solid, stable, and grounded, and she's looking for somebody who matches her energy. So I love how in this card she's got like the side eye. She sees you. She knows exactly what you're up to, and you can't get much past her. She's very tuned in. So good luck trying to pull the wool over her eyes or to snow her on anything. She's going to see it coming from a mile away. And I feel like she's got helpers in spirit as well, the two-headed snake. So she sees you from all directions and she knows exactly what's coming. So you won't be able to deceive her. And that might be a problem. If you're used to deceiving people, manipulating them, and, you know, kind of making bad decisions when it comes to love, to money, things like that, that's not going to work in this situation any longer. You're going to have to heal. You're going to have to overcome the codependency, the addictions, the toxicity, and you're going to have to do the healing work to get to where your stability is. So we have to let go of the ties that bind. We have to let go of toxic relationships, cycles, addictions, and things that are really keeping us stuck, trapped, or bound. Could also be dealing with a Capricorn. All right, the wait. The wait has been the hardest part, and I feel like the wait is almost over. That by doing the shadow work, by doing the healing, that you are going to transform the energy, and so your ships can finally come in when the timing is right. It's been a long time coming. You've been very stuck and stagnant for a long time, probably by your own accord, that you haven't done the work, and so your payoff isn't coming until you do. And this is going to show that you basically have to set yourself free, that the cavalry is not coming to set you free from what it is that's keeping you stuck, that you have to do those things. You have to be willing to put forth the effort and the work in order for these to actually change and transform. And if you aren't willing to do that work, then you will be in the same predicament you currently don't want to be in, which is being stuck by your own doing. All right, you could also be dealing with the Pisces with that card. Knight of Cups, we have a new offer coming in. I feel like you just don't see this. It's like it's not on your radar. This is going to shock you that this person comes in and gives you an offer, and that it's probably somebody that you know, but that you don't think is actually interested in you. And he's going to kind of show up out of the blue and come in with some sort of genuine offer. I feel like he's going to make a very calculated risk, but it's going to be very romantic. romantic, that he knows that you deserve better than what you've had. He knows he has to match your energy. He knows you see things, especially if you're really intuitive, and he can't pull the wool over your eyes, and he doesn't want to. This is a genuine offer that he wants to come in and share his feelings and emotions. All right, 10 of coins. We're working towards abundance. This person could be very wealthy, could be very abundant, and maybe you don't know that. Maybe they wanted to test the waters before they came in with an offer to see what you're all about, to see whether, money is your main motivation, if you're going to be a gold digger, to scam them, things like that, or whether you are a genuine person and that you deserve an abundant life, or that you deserve prosperity and good things for you. So generational wealth could definitely be coming in along with the love offer. All right, Ace of Cups. So this is going to make your heart sing with joy. It's going to overflow your cup. Lots of emotions, lots of emotional fulfillment, and it's truly a gift from the divine. So you're going to need to pour into your own cup before you're filled up to be able to pour into somebody else's. So don't try and do anything while you're depleted. All right, Six of Cups. Could be somebody from your past. Past lives could also be significant to you. This could be somebody that's resurfacing because the timing is finally right. Maybe they've also been doing their healing work, and so it's like things just start to align for you both to come together. This could also be that you're still stuck in the past, and that's also keeping you stuck from your blessings trying to come in, that you have to let go of the past in order to open up space for the new to come in. So create the space for the new to come in. Yep, some clarity is coming. This is something that I think needs to happen, that some things the truth needs to come out, that needs to be illuminated, that any secrets need to come to the surface. And I feel like part of that is somebody's feelings towards you, that the secrets are going to be revealed, that they're going to come speak their truth, they're going to make their love offer, that they're going to come in and show you exactly what it is that they want going forward. But I feel like there's some hesitation. And so those things will have to change in order for this to come in. Wow, several aces. All right, so we have a lot of new opportunities. This is a creative venture. We had that in the shadow side as well. So that tells us that by shifting our perspective, we open the doors of opportunity, a passion project, a creative venture, creating something new. And if you've been feeling stuck and trapped and just not in good creative energy, that these things are starting to shift and change, that these opportunities come in once you make the space and room. Could also be a passionate new encounter, possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. All right, Nine of Wands. I feel like you're still really guarded when it comes to love. So that might be also something that's holding this up, is that until you are working on letting your guard down for the right people, learning to trust again, not feeling like you always have to defend yourself and that you want to just crawl away and lick your wounds, that you have to change that in order for people to kind of get through those walls. So you have to be willing to trust people again. You have to be willing to take a risk once in a while. And in doing so, you're going to start to create some new energy in your life. So don't trust everybody right away. Slowly let your guard down and learn to trust people slowly. The right people won't have a problem being patient. There's your new opportunity. Also, Aries energy. So this could be something where you really need to look before you leap. If you look at the card closely, he's on the precipice of change. What he doesn't see is that first step might be his greatest fall. So we want to be really careful that we know what we're getting involved with, who we're getting involved with, and what are the dangers that are around us. He's oblivious to it. He's just ready to jump in head first. So don't do that. You want to be cautious. You want to look before you leap. Make sure you're making wise decisions on your next step. Page of Swords. We also have this one in the shadow. So somebody's definitely watching you. I think it's whoever wants to come in and make this offer, speak their truth, and they need to gather their courage in order to do so. So I feel like they're kind of weighing the pros and cons. They're kind of determining what's the best plan of action. But you could also have some jealous people, especially if you come into a large sum of money. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So some people might want their share, even if they don't deserve their share. So you're going to have to be careful with the people who are around you and make sure that you don't have liars, cheaters, manipulators around you or people watching you. So don't post all your business if you don't have to. You're going to need some teamwork to make this work. So it's really important that you collaborate with others to be successful. But I also feel like the biggest thing is that you need to connect to source energy, and that's going to steer you in the right direction for where you want to go. Could be towards your forever person. The Lovers is Gemini energy. And this symbolizes a big change, but it's also going to the next level. They're drawing me to the arrow on top. So it's like first you might have a big setback before you actually go forward. These two only have eyes for each other, so something new could definitely be trying to come in, or an existing relationship could be moving towards things like commitment and marriage. Whatever the stages that you're at, whatever resonates for you. But some sort of choice nonetheless has to be made for this relationship to evolve or to begin. All right, Page of Cups. We definitely have someone wanting to make a love offer. They lack a little bit of courage, a little immature, but this is someone who has genuine feelings and emotions. They just might not know how to say it. There's been a lot of juggling going on, whether it's with your finances or someplace else, could be with love, but we need to create some balance, so we have to let something go to do that. It's been a lot of struggle, a lot of internal and external conflict. We have to let go of the clashing egos and the battles of the will. Definitely important. It's time to transform. Judgment Day is definitely coming. This is sent to transform the energy around us. So it's something that's unavoidable. Could be dealing with courts, contracts, or waiting on some sort of final answer. And this is telling us that it's going to go the way that it's supposed to go. It's out of our hands. It's in the divine's hands, and we don't have any control over it, so we have to basically atone for anything that we've done. Karma sees all. We're not going to escape judgment, so we have to do things on the up and up, and I believe this was also in the shadow side. So we're going to be facing judgment. We want to make sure that it's good, that it goes in our favor, not against us. All right, is there anything else hidden from us that we need to know? All right, Ten of Swords. So some sort of ending is being kind of hidden, or that it needs to happen, but we're hesitating, and that's with love. So you might be in a relationship that isn't working. That was coming out earlier, but there's some sort of choice that you're hesitating to make in this situation. You know you need to, you know something needs to end, but for whatever reason, you're still stuck holding on to that energy. So let's see, what is the solution? What do we need to know for the solution? All right, it's time for some introspection, some inner work, some shadow work, and that's why I do this on the channel, is so you guys can work on these things if the message resonates. So it's time to go within. It's time to do some soul searching to see what it is that you really want. I feel like you've had to dim your light for others for a long time, and that you don't want to do that anymore, that you want to speak your truth, you want to be your authentic self, and if your environment isn't allowing that, then something needs to change. If you don't feel like you can be yourself with the people around you, you need new people around you. So it's definitely some time that you need to spend working on yourself. All right, some sort of decision has to be made going forward. Take off the blindfold, figure out what it is that you want. And they're giving me that scene from The Notebook where Noah's telling Allie, what do you want? Forget about which family wants, what he wants. What do you want? You have to decide what it is that you want. What do you want for your future? And don't let other people sway you on that. All right, you're going to have to stick up for yourself, stick up for your beliefs, stick up for what you want, and be willing to defend that. You hold the upper hand. Remember, this is your life, not theirs. 9 of Coins. Some abundance is trying to come in, so don't block your blessings by not being open to it. I feel like this is also love, the intertwined snake. That is a symbol for love, the heart, intertwining spirits together for eternity. Their ending needs to happen in order for your new beginning to come in. So whatever this is that's on its way out, let the cycle close. Finally, let it be done, let it be over with, so that you can finally transition and go forward. It's also Scorpio energy. The Emperor. This is the divine masculine in the tarot. He symbolizes protection, provision, fatherhood, and he's somebody who makes very strategic, calculated risks. I feel like this is the person that's coming into your life that's going to help open up doors of opportunity. I also feel like this is somebody that you are divinely guided to be with, but again, you have to create the space for this person to enter. All right, 8 of Wands. There's definitely some communication that's coming. It may be unexpected or shocking communication, but definitely some communication. And 8 of Swords, you're going to overthink this initially. You need to get out of your head and out of your own way. This person may want union and commitment with you. They might be divinely guided to come into your life, and it's almost like Spirit is showing them this is your person. So you need to go towards this person. You need to figure out how to approach them and make your offer. All right. 7 of Coins. So I feel like you're frustrated with finances right now, but I think that's going to be a thing of the past. Again, we have to walk away from the relationships that don't work in our life to make room for the new one. And we have the Empress. She came out initially reversed. You don't read reversals in this deck because we have the shadow side. But since she came out in reverse, I'm going to give you both meanings. So in the upright, she is very nurturing, very empathetic. She's somebody who wears her heart on her sleeve. She's very tapped into the divine energy. And she and the Emperor create life. So the Emperor is the masculine, the Empress is the feminine, and we create the balance by having both of them in alignment. The Empress is somebody who is like the divine mother. She's creative, she might be pregnant, there might be pregnancy news coming through, but the two of these create the whole tarot. So they're like the top of the tier, and this would be like your kingdom spouse, the Emperor and the Empress. And we did have the Hierophant in here as well, so I do feel like marriage is definitely something that could be coming in for you in the collective. All right, let's see. What else do we have? She was in the reverse is how she came out, so I said I'd give you both. So in the reverse, she can be like the helicopter parent. She's negative. She's in deep, heavy emotions. Infertility can be an issue. She can be somebody who's lashing out because her heart is broken, because what she's longing for is her other half, her person. All right, your final card for the outcome. We have the 8 of Coins. Focus on what you want to grow. You're going to have to put, lots of fear coming to the surface. You're going to have to put forth the hard work and the effort in order for things to be successful. If you're not willing to do the work, it's not going to happen for you. And Justice. All right, could be dealing with some sort of legal issue, karma. Use the sword to cut away the things you don't want to try and find the balance. You could also be waiting on some sort of legal issue, maybe a final decision, but it looks like it goes in your favor. That came out upright. A wish fulfillment can be yours. Are you willing to do the hard work to get there? The stars is Aquarius energy. Let's see, Justice is Libra energy. So you could be dealing with either of those. But this is telling us we can't lose hope that, what we want is what we are attracting. So you have to shift your vibration. You have to shift your thinking. You have to stay positive about the outcome in order to attract what you want. The universe matches our frequency. If we're always negative, guess what? We're going to attract more negative stuff. If we're always positive, even if things aren't going right, and we say, you know what? If it wasn't time today, that means it's coming. And hold on to that hope that what you're looking for is also seeking you. That's what I have for your shadow work this week. I hope it helps. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you soon.